Okay, so today's tutorial or whatever is on this look. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to look in the viewfinder. I'm having a really hard time looking camera, but I don't want to look at the viewfinder because I know that drives people absolutely crazy, and I'm trying really hard not to. And it's not like I'm looking and being like, oh, I look so great. It's just I'm super nervous. I don't know what it is about like staring in this camera. It makes me very, very nervous. Okay. I sweat. Okay. Is on this whole look here, makeup and hair. And it is inspired by Rosie Huntington. Here's the picture here. It's just inspired by her. Her makeup is pretty much very warm tone, neutral. She usually does rock like a really soft, spicy nude lip. So I just kind of took it and kind of went with it. But mostly I'm into this hair. And everybody, you know, wants to have that beachy hair, but they feel like sometimes you can't wear beachy hair in the winter. So this is your winter beach hair. So your beachy hair in the winter is pretty much the same idea. You're gonna curl it, you know, the same way you kind of would if you wanted beachy hair anyways, except for you're going to not kind of tease it too much. You're not going to put texture spray in it. You don't want it to look dry. We want it to look very hydrated because our hair is going to be dry in the winter anyways. So this is kind of more of that sleek beach wave. It's got lots of gloss and shine to it, but it still kind of has some texture, and it gives you that look, but that beachy look, but in bringing it into the winter months. So, and then I saw her rocking it, and then the makeup, and I just figured this would be like a perfect tutorial. Yeah, so I've been really rocking this look. This is kind of like my go-to. I'm really into this makeup right now. And yeah, so if you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. It's not about the numbers, but it's always nice when those numbers do go up. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you want to watch, or if you want to see how I get this look, then just keep watching. Bye.
Alright, so let's get started. Everything in this video will be listed in the description bar, and everything is affordable products. So I'm just going in with my CoverGirl Luminous foundation, whatever it's called. It'll be in the description bar. And I just wanted a really nice glowy skin for this look, and Rosie Huntington has beautiful glowy skin. And I love this foundation. The only thing I don't really like about it is that it does feel a little bit tacky on the skin. But yeah, if you set it with a light powder, it's not too bad. I did my brows off camera, and I used the brow kit in medium from e.l.f. And then I'm just going in with this e.l.f. mineral primer, which I absolutely love, and it really does work really well, and I have very oily eyelids. But I do go in with this Rimmel Stay Matte powder just to set it, just because my eyelids are crazy oily. But yeah, this does work really well. And then I'm going in with this e.l.f. kit. It's the contour and blush kit from e.l.f. and it's in Fiji. And I'm just using the bronzer in the crease just to kind of define that crease as a transition shade. I like using the same products for different parts of your face. I think that you don't need to go out and buy all different products. You can just use some of the things that you have, and it works really well. And I really like the bronzer in this kit. So it's just like a nice warm brown. And then I'm going with this mineral bronzer by e.l.f. and I think it's called Beach Bronze, and it's a little bit more cool toned. So I'm just going in there and just deepening that outer V up a little bit more, and I'm just using just an e.l.f. brush with it, not too fancy. And then I'm going to go in with one of these e.l.f. pots. I'm not exactly sure what they're called. Again, it'll be in the description bar. And this is the Beach Bronze or something. I don't know. Again, it'll be in the description bar. It's just like a nice golden shade. Rosie Huntington had this really pretty, like bronzy, coppery gold color. So I'm just using this, and these last like all day on the eyelids, and I think they're literally $1, so highly recommend them. And then I'm just going in with this Maybelline brow gel stuff, whatever. I'm just decided I didn't like them. I hate my brows always, so I just went back in and darkened them up a little bit. And then I decided this wasn't coppery enough. Rosie's looks a little bit more copper. So I'm going in with Kathleen Lights eyeshadow from Colourpop just to make it a little bit more coppery bronze. And I also highly recommend that because it's like the most beautiful color ever. And then I'm just using Glow from the Kathleen Lights little kit from Colourpop that she collabed with. That's just like their white shade, and I'm just put that under my brow bone. I can't tell. I'm so tired. Anyways, and then I just went in with a black eyeliner. I think it was Rimmel, and then I'm just smudging that out with an e.l.f. brush, just one of those like flat brushes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, and next I'm just using this Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. Used this many times. It's one of my faves, and this is in the Neutralize shade. And I'm just kind of highlighting underneath my eyes. This is a little bit light. I think I like, as a different shade, I like a little bit better, but it's okay. And then I'm using the Maybelline Powder and Creamy Natural to set my under eyes, and I'm using this like Royal Care Cosmetics brush. I freaking love this brush to set underneath your eyes, and it's a lot like the Sigma one I used to have. I think it was Sigma, and it's so much more affordable. Like I think a whole brush set is like under $20, and they're really, really good. I've had them for a few years. And then I'm just gonna take that same from the Fiji palette from e.l.f, the warm bronze shade. I'm just going in there and just doing my lower lash line. And then I'm taking Kathleen Lights and just doing the inner corners for a more bronzy look. And then I'm going in with this Essence mascara. I freaking love this. It's like $4. I highly recommend it. It's honestly like a high-end mascara. It's so, so good. It's the volume one, I believe. And then I'm going in with the e.l.f. mineral bronzer in the Beach Bronze, the cooler toned one. It does have a little bit of shimmer to it. It almost reminds me of a darker version of NARS Laguna. And I just went in with that with a big fluffy brush. Like this can be pretty intense, so I use a fluffy brush. As you can tell on my forehead, it's a little bit more intense up there, but I do blend it out after. And then I go in with the e.l.f. bronzer in the kit, the Fiji kit with the warm bronzer on top. And then now I'm going in with Milani's Baked Blush in Luminoso. And then I'm just going back in with that cooler toned bronzer by e.l.f., the Beach Bronze. And I just decided that I wanted more of a contour. Rosie's cheeks are very like chiseled in the pictures, so I kind of wanted a little bit more of a contour. And then I'm going in with this Physicians Formula highlighter. I think it's called Warm Nude, and I'm just using the two like gold champagne shades in the corner. And then I'm using this Rimmel lip liner, I believe it is. It's in Nude. Again, it's in Tiramisu, sorry. And then I went over top of it with a Revlon, one of those chubby sticks by Revlon, Color Burst. And I believe it's in like the peachy color. And that's it. And for the makeup. And then now on to the hair. So I'm just going to take, this is like my favorite method of getting like texture but shine. So I'm taking Treseme's mousse, which is awesome and it's affordable. You can get it at Walmart or the drugstore. And then this is like argan oil, but it's at Walmart. Again, I'll leave the name in the description bar. It works really, really well. And just mix it with your mousse. And then I'm going to go in and blow dry this, because you want, when you're putting mousse in dry hair, you want to set it. And the oil and the mousse together set creates a lot of texture, but it creates a lot of shine as well. So I'm just gonna dry that, make sure it's all soaked into the hair and dry. Okay, so now I'm just going in with my favorite wand, my Nume, and this is the 19mm wand. I'm using this wand because I have short hair, and I'm just going in and I'm curling the midsections of the hair. So leaving the root area and the ends out. I mean, that's the best way to create a beach wave, in my opinion anyways. And I'm changing up the direction. I'm doing some away from my face and some towards. When you do that, the curls sit more on top of each other, so it just gives you a little bit more volume and adds to the texture. And I'm not twisting the hair when I'm wrapping it. I'm just trying to wrap it as flat as possible, just because I do want these to be very sleek looking, because it is like a winter beach wave and not your typical like summer beach wave where you want it very like messy. So yeah, and I'm just kind of repeating that step all the way through my hair. This is one of my favorite styles to do, just because there's like no structure to it. There's no rules. You just grab random pieces. You don't have to section off your hair. You don't, if your hair's short, you don't even really need to curl underneath. You're just kind of curling the top few sections. So it makes it really easy and very, very fast. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna add some oil. You wanna add oil and not texture spray, just because, again, like this is your winter beach hair. You want it to look very sleek and shiny looking. But using the smaller wand and taking different smaller sections and larger sections, it still gives a texture, but you want it to look sleek looking. So I'm just separating those, and I'm gonna part it over to the side a little bit more like she has. And that's pretty much it. You're just gonna go in and use your fingers to back comb and tease, not a brush, because again, you wanna keep that softness to it. You don't want it to look too dry and beachy for the winter. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.